So what percentage of your food intake do you think is from the garden throughout the, I don't know, 6 months or whatever that you're producing?
Oh, most of it.
Most of it is. The only thing we really have to go to town for is milk, cream, dairy products, pretty much.
Eggs.
And eggs.
This is Jim and Laurie, and for the past 4 years, they've slowly turned their 60-foot wooden Ed Monk-designed boat into a nearly self-sufficient floating homestead. They spend about a quarter of the year at the dock, and the rest of their time in the Canadian wilderness, which is where I caught up with them this summer.
We met 20 years ago for the last time.
For the last time?
Yeah, the first time we met was I was 16 years old.
And I was 13.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we would pass notes to each other and things like that. Never seen her again for 35 years.
Holy man.
Yeah.
What a story, hey?
Yeah, so...
It just took a phone call, and here we are.
Okay, so why did you choose to live life on a boat, of all things?
We spent most of our life in town with a boat.
But it started with a charter business.
I basically retired, semi-retired you might say, in the 90s, and thought, what are we going to do? And we thought, well, a charter business is an international market, and then every time we went to town we decided we liked the boat life a little better, and as years went on, the more time we spent in town, the more we liked boat life.
Makes sense.
So, yep, no sirens.
And when I met Jim, I didn't have much choice. It was either the boat and him, or
Or Jim.
Oh yeah, I
Jim.
wasn't going to town.
Why did you choose to turn an entire level of your boat into just a garden?
Well, when we started chartering, Laurie brought herbs to feed the guests, fresh herbs, and that had just basically evolved from there. They would get fresh garlic chives and...
well, whatever you could grow.
Yeah.
That didn't take up a lot of space.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then COVID hit, and so we decided to retire and go gardening and get a kitty. We're growing bush heirloom tomatoes, so they'll only go about 4 feet tall. And
Why is that?
Because of the wind up top. We've grown ordinary tomatoes and they grow, 14.
Well, they grew up to the radar arch
Yeah.
last year.
Right.
And just too tall, and plus they were smaller tomatoes, and we were tired of the small ones, so we wanted larger tomatoes, slicing tomatoes. Cucumbers, dill, so Jim can do dill pickles. Carrots, peas, beans, zucchini, celery,
Garlic.
beets, garlic. Yeah, I think we grew 140 cloves or bulbs of garlic last year, or Jim did, that is now harvested.
I grow the garlic because I'm a lazy gardener, and they're really easy to look after. So that's the ones I pick. I do the carrots, and I do the peas, and I do the garlic. That's basically what I do.
Yeah.
And Laurie, I plant and look after and all that, but those are basically mine because they're the easy to look after.
Well, we've got 3 different sages, and we've got garlic chives, and 3 types. Yeah.
3 types of mint.
Yeah. Oregano, rosemary. Oh, we grow potatoes too.
Yep. And I tried growing corn.
Didn't work?
Yeah, worked well, but it's not worth the space it takes for the amount of corn that you get out.
Yeah.
And then we gave away 10 blueberry plants because of the same thing.
And it's too hot up there for them.
Yeah, so
We
we
did too good.
We had 10 different varieties of blueberries grown up there a couple of years ago, so we gave them to a friend. Yeah, so they just not productive enough for the room.
Right.
And the peas we can grow right into November.
Yeah.
And,
Carrots and beets, same.
yeah, and the thyme winters, and rosemary winters, carnations wintered last year, and geraniums.
But they're in a protected area too.
Yeah.
Enclosed area.
So we're looking at stuff that we could grow off season it's got to be something that we can eat and turn over, like beets. We really like beets and beet greens, so they do well.
So what are your biggest challenges with growing food on a boat?
I would say bugs,
Probably bugs.
but we've got a little deal going now with those little sticky pads.
Well, in the greenhouses they're hung, but they have little stands, but we have these forks we put in the garden to keep the cat out.
Oh, I
We
see.
have many of them.
Right.
And we've probably had less trouble this year than ever.
Yeah, yeah.
Not Misty trying to dig up here.
Well,
Yeah.
she's a bit of a challenge too. She likes to dig. Not so much that she uses it a kitty litter, but she likes to dig in the soil.
Most people have trouble with deer.
True. Yeah.
We have cat problems.
So we've got little fences all around things. We couldn't have a garden without the water maker.
We a few years ago, we would run a hose up a creek,
Yeah.
and then I had a pump up the creek where you'd find a freshwater creek, and then we'd pump water that way. But it's a lot of work and a lot of.
And then with our hot summers, you can't rely on that creek's gonna
Yeah,
be flowing.
producing
So
it. It would, like now, I don't know if it's running too good, but
You'd have to be really close to shore too then.
yeah,
yeah. Well, we had like 400 feet of hose.
Oh wow.
Oh yeah.
It's a lot of pumping.
Yeah. Well, we just put a freshwater pump up in there with a filter on it and stuff, and
that's good water.
it worked. It worked good, but kind of a pain.
Mm-hmm.
Then when the wind, you had the stern tie pretty good, because when the wind would blow, it would.
Right.
And the hoses hooked up, it was kind of like, but it worked, yeah. But the water maker's a definite answer. No, garbage is our biggest problem out here.
Yeah. Getting rid of it?
It is absolutely our biggest problem.
Yeah.
Because we can't burn.
No.
I've got a burn thing, but you can't burn. So it really builds up, seems like.
So we have good friends that come and visit, and they take our garbage to town.
Yeah.
Cough, cough.
It's a good lifestyle.
Yeah.
But it's not for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
But we both enjoy it.
Between Starlink and Amazon, there isn't a heck of a lot we're missing out
It's all
on,
handled, yeah.
That's right.
I think.
Yeah. Got our cat, got our plants.
Yeah.
Just need to take the time to put the line in the water.
Oh yeah, that part, hey.
Yeah.
Then you won't need any meat from the store. You can just go
No,
back to
that's
fishing.
right. Yeah.
I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit about Jim and Laurie and their crazy boat garden. Thanks so much for watching, and let us know in the comments below if you would create something like this.